And tonight I'm here to teach you how to make a headband wig similar to the one I have on right now. It's the base of it is gray like this, but I just put my white headband on over top of it. Okay, and I made it with my enchanted curly hair. I use inches 24 and 26. Tonight I'm going to use the RAREWAVE. This is a 26 inch and this is a 22 inch. Alright, so let's get to this tutorial. Okay, hopefully y'all like it, and you know it'll help you, take any hair you have and you can just turn into a headband wig and make it more convenient for you to, go about your day. You can just throw your little headband wig on, push it back a little bit, and then, yeah, do what you need to do, okay? Alright, so the first thing I do, put the headband on my mannequin. Make sure it's the right way. Make sure it's inside out. So this is the right way, because you see the guideline right here. So I want you to flip it like that, okay? So the next part is you're taking your wig cap and you're putting it on your mannequin. Your goal is to take this part, the thick band of your dome cap, right, and line it up with this part of the elastic band, okay? And you line it up all the way around like that. So when I say line it up, this part and this part should be like right on top of each other. Really, you can show a little bit of this if you want to, but you probably can see it on camera with my light. And if it's too loose like this, just pull your headband down some. Alright, so you can see my gray coming through a little bit, right? So I want that lined up. You line that up, okay? All the way around. These lines, this line, this part of the wig cap, okay? This part of your cap, and that part, the top part of your headband is together, okay? That's important for this method. Okay, so I have it pretty lined up, right? Okay. So you can have, like I said, you can have a little bit of that headband poking out, so it can make it easy to sew. Okay. Now, the last, alright. So now, I would prefer for you to have black thread, because 9 times out of 10 when you're making your headband wig, you're probably going to be using the black headband. And if not, this method will work with any color headband, okay? I want you to take some black thread, and this is, you're going to take this thread and you're going to use it to sew your headband to your dome cap, okay? The last time I used to find a needle and thread, like from an actual sewing kit, so that is the option, okay? This time I'm using needle and thread that you would use for sewing or to just make a wig in general. So the one that you use for sewing and stuff is thicker compared to the one that you use just to sew clothes and stuff like that. So it'll make it easier for you to get. I was getting through my wig cap with ease when I was doing that. So I'm gonna try it out with the this and see how that works. Okay. Okay. I want y'all to see. See, this is my headband, okay? See that separation right there? You see the difference? That's my headband. So what I'm gonna do is take my sewing needle. I'm gonna go through the headband and through the cap at the same time. Okay? Shoot, I messed up. Alright, so bam. So now what I'm doing is sewing my headband to the dome cap, okay? From the outside. From the outside, technically. From the outside, and just make sure when you go to sew, you get that wig cap. Now, you can, sometimes you may make get wig cap every time. You see how you can I said wig cap, make sure the headband you get some of that headband each time you sew. So that's connecting to your dome cap, okay? And as you can see, it's not, I'm not having a hard time with using the thicker thread to get through. And you can see, you see that gray? That's the headband right there, okay? And I'm sewing right through that and the dome cap at the same time so that I could secure the headband to the dome cap. Alright, so I did some sewing so I could show y'all the gist of what I'm trying to do here, what I'm doing here, okay? So when you go to fold your headband back, right? It should be connected like this. Ignore this side because I didn't sew this down yet. But as you can see, this side is connected, okay? So you fold it back, and now your headband is already connected to your wig, and you still have the tightness of the dome cap, okay? So you don't have to. Now, if you want, you can snip the back, add some clips on, and make it adjustable. You know, I'll show that in another video, but this is just to make yourself like a basic standard headband wig, and you don't have to do too much extraness. It's easy to put on. It stays on your head, like you don't have to worry about it moving or none of that, okay? And as you can see, like for the most part, it's seamless, okay? And that's the plus, okay? So you already got the headband on your wig. When you ready to put it on, you have this is just the access dome cap. If you want, you can flip this part back first, okay? And as you can see, it's connected. It's seamless, connected, right? This part is not connected. I didn't sew that. But this part I did sew, and it's seamlessly connected. And when you fold that part of your dome cap back first, nice, tight, secure, and then you fold your headband back, okay? And as you can see, even with the thick thread, it's still pretty seamless. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's showing, it's good. Like, you can't see where you sewed that headband on that, okay? And another thing is, once you fold this, you fold it back, you can't even tell that you got a piece of dome cap underneath there. Can't even freaking tell, y'all. Can't even tell, okay? So, it looks good, you know what I'm saying? Can't really tell there's a dome cap under there. You're getting a nice tight fit. And you're making it yourself. You're making it yourself here. Can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? But yes, so let's get to sewing down the rest of this, and then we can start to add the bundles on. You know? Okay. I see my dog cat. I finished sewing my headband on it. Don't mind my it looking a little crooked, that don't matter. Alright, so like I said, your headband should now, to make it easier, you can flip this back. As you can see, I missed a little spot. I'm gonna have to go back fix that. You know, that off. Alright. And then, okay. Now when you do this, this will give you a good indication of where you want your bundles to actually stop. Alright. Bam. Now you have your headband wig cap. Okay? Next up is actually applying the hair onto the wig. And I'll start that process. These wefts are so light, they're nice. It's about that thin enough so that when you actually go into put the when you go in to sew this onto your wig, like as you would do another, you can fold it if you want, you can cut it. I prefer to cut the weft because I feel like it takes some of that heaviness away. I feel like it gives the wig a better flow for real. That's just me. Some people like to keep the wefts together. If I make a wig for you and you'd rather me keep the wefts together, I can do that too. I'm gonna show y'all how long this 26 inch weft. And it's folded, okay? So this is still doubled, but I'm gonna leave it folded like this, and I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna make the wig that way. I'm not gonna cut it this time. And what I'm using as my guide is the dome cap, okay? So you can go from like, you know, however you sew it, you go like a, you know, this shape, or you go like, however you do it, just make sure you go from that part of the cap to that, this black line is your guide, okay y'all? Because your headband covers all that. Your headband gonna cover all that lefting, okay? You're not gonna see shit. It's gonna cover it. So use this as your guide, okay? Alright, so this is how it looks. This is the first weft I did, right? I did it a little bit above the dome cap line, so I have room for my headband, okay? So now, in a regular situation, you put your wig on, and you would just and it will cover your weft like so. Now, as you add on more wefts and all of that, it's going to cover more and more and more, because you're going to have hair come down, and it's going to cover the wefts too, right? But this is just to show you like the gist of the headband wig. So, look, bam, you pull it up into a ponytail, and you'll have your headband right there, so people can't tell, you know, that it's a wig. you'll have your bed covered up like that. And then, like I said, as you add on more wefts, it'll cover, the headband will cover it up. And the hair itself will cover up the weft. So you can have a more flawless lay. What I do is, which I didn't do with this, but I should have, I start up a little, okay? So I start up and bring it around like this. So that is like laying kind of like a, if that makes sense, okay? So this would be the weft. It'll make like an L, kind of like the L pattern. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I usually do to complete the headband. I do that with regular wigs, and I'm going to incorporate that with my headband wigs as well. So